Nicola Askham here, back for another in the Ask the Data Governance Coach video series. And this week's video very much follows on from last time. So nobody emailed me the question. I'll be really upfront about that. But we were talking about data products last week. And to be fair, I've been talking about data products a lot recently on the podcast, at conferences. And sooner or later, somebody always asks me, but who owns the data in the data product? And a lot of people have a very strong view that it should be the data product owner. Now, this role of data product owner has only recently existed and came into being when data products did. And the idea is they are the person who understands what that data product is. They perhaps understand the requirements and they understand what data is needed to create that product. I hope they would also be perhaps understanding of the data quality required for that data. And they need to understand where they can get that data from to create that data product. Now, as I said, there are a lot of people who feel very strongly that that role, the data product owner, should own the data in the data product. Now, when I was first helping a client implement data mesh and we were doing data governance over their data products, I had this very same conversation with the client. And it was really easy for them to argue that first up because we just went with 2 pilot data products. What happened very quickly was that, people got the hang of data products, realized how valuable they were and how much more accessible it makes the data to general business stakeholders. So people were asking for more and more data products. Now, if you only ever have a very small number of data products and the same data is not replicated or used in more than one product, then possibly you could use that approach. However, that's not the point of data products. The idea is not that we just create 2 or 3 very specialized ones and they never get made bigger than that. So what we need to think about is the fact with how many data products might have, say, customer data in or finance data or product data in, and we can't have multiple people owning the same data. That's one of my key principles when it comes to data ownership. And there's other videos that I've done over the years on data ownership that if you want to find out more about that, I'd encourage you to go and look at. But what I would say is for it to work, we need one data owner of the data. If we start saying that data product owners can own the data that's in their data products, then we all start all sorts of chaos and complexity because multiple people will be owning that data. Now, I think the simplest way to get around this, and as you know, I'm a fan of simplifying things when it comes to data governance, is for the data in data products still to be owned by its original data owner. The very nature of a data product may mean that it contains data owned by more than one person, but unless that data is physically changed, it's still owned by its original owner, and the data product owner owns the combined set. It's the data product that they own. They don't own the data and they can't make decisions and changes to the underlying data. They can just change perhaps the way that the product is created and made up. So I hope that has helped and clarified that. It really is quite important that you understand that and make sure we get the right people owning our data, because honestly, data products are such a good idea and a great concept, but we need to do them properly in order to get the value from them. So I hope you have found that useful. If you have, please help me on my mission to help as many people as possible be successful with data governance by liking, comment, maybe even subscribing to my channel. And if you've got a question that you'd like me to answer on one of these videos in the future, please just email it in to questions@nicolaaskham.com.